Tom Cruise is one of the most iconic figures in Hollywood, but the story of his rise is far more complex than the world has ever known. Beneath the fearless daredevil persona, behind the blockbuster franchises, and beyond the dazzling smile, lies a boy who grew up in fear. Before the fame, before the glitzy premieres and high-flying stunts, Tom was a young boy struggling to read and constantly moving from place to place. He was often the ghost in the back of the classroom, unsure of where he belonged. Growing up with a father who was volatile and abusive, Tom learned early on that the world wasn't a safe place. Fear was a constant companion, one that he would have to outrun every day. And yet, this same boy, plagued with self-doubt and uncertainty, would rise to become the highest-paid actor alive, all by overcoming the fears that held him back. A search for safety and stability. As a young boy, Tom Cruise didn't dream of fame or fortune. He longed for something far simpler: safety. His childhood was not filled with the easy joys that most children experience. He often found himself unable to read, plagued by a learning disability that made him feel isolated from others. But his dreams weren't about being a movie star. They were about finding a place where he felt secure, a place where the chaos and fear of his childhood didn't follow him. Then came Scientology, a new philosophy that promised to reshape his life. When Tom walked into the Church of Scientology, he wasn't a future superstar. He was a young man desperate for change. Scientology offered him control, clarity, and a way to overcome the limitations that had followed him throughout his life. And for Tom, it was exactly what he needed. The rise of confidence through Scientology. Upon joining Scientology, Tom found a system that gave him the tools to feel empowered, confident, and most importantly, capable of overcoming the fears that had haunted him. Scientology didn't see him as a young man struggling with dyslexia. They saw him as someone with untapped potential. The techniques he learned helped him become a better reader, improved his self-confidence, and made him feel unstoppable. Scientology became more than just a philosophy. It became a lifeline. He was no longer just a boy looking for stability. He was a rising star in their eyes, someone they believed could be a powerful symbol for their cause. As Tom's career began to take off, Scientology became a part of his identity, a source of loyalty and purpose that kept him grounded in a world that was constantly changing around him. Scientology and the star's inner circle. As Tom's fame grew, so did his ties to Scientology. The church became more than just a belief system. It became a world unto itself, an exclusive circle that surrounded Tom with people who protected him and kept the outside world at a distance. They saw Tom not just as a member, but as their brightest star, someone who could embody the values they held dear. To Tom, the church provided a sense of belonging and purpose that he could not find elsewhere. But this bond came with a cost. As Tom's ties to Scientology deepened, the walls around his life grew higher. Hollywood, once a world full of opportunity, became a place where Tom could no longer fully relate to others who didn't share his beliefs. And this shift would eventually come to shape every aspect of his personal life, particularly his relationships. A love story with Nicole Kidman. In 1992, Tom Cruise met Nicole Kidman on the set of Days of Thunder, and what started as a professional connection quickly blossomed into a passionate romance. To the outside world, they were the perfect Hollywood couple, beautiful, talented, and seemingly inseparable. They married that same year, and for a time, it seemed like they had it all. They adopted 2 children, Isabella and Connor, and built a life that appeared to be picture perfect. When they walked the red carpet together, they looked like the embodiment of Hollywood royalty. But behind the glitz and glamour, cracks began to form. As Tom's commitment to Scientology deepened, the distance between him and Nicole began to widen. Nicole, who was not raised in the same belief system, found herself struggling to keep pace with Tom's growing involvement in the church. This division started to take a toll on their relationship, even though the world couldn't see it at first. A public breakdown in 2005. By 2005, Tom Cruise had become one of the most powerful and respected actors in Hollywood, but his public image was about to take a sharp turn. What started as a seemingly innocent moment on the Oprah Winfrey Show turned into a spectacle that would haunt him for years. As he gushed about his new relationship with Katie Holmes, Tom jumped up on the couch in excitement, a move that seemed uncharacteristic and erratic. The moment became a viral sensation, replayed countless times on television and in the media. People saw a man losing control, a once beloved icon behaving in ways that were puzzling, even frightening. This moment, though brief, would signal the beginning of a much larger public unraveling for Tom. His passionate defense of Scientology, his criticisms of psychiatry, and his comments on antidepressants caused a stir, and soon he was being labeled an extremist by the media. A tumultuous relationship with Katie Holmes. Tom's relationship with Katie Holmes seemed like the perfect fairy tale. They were dubbed Tomcat by the media, and their romance captured the public's imagination. In 2006, they welcomed their daughter, Suri, into the world, and for a while, it seemed like Tom had found a second chance at happiness. But the pressure of his fame, his commitment to Scientology, and the intense scrutiny of their relationship began to take its toll. Katie, who had initially been swept up in the whirlwind of Tom's world, began to fear for the environment in which Suri would grow up. She had concerns about Scientology's influence on their family and her own growing discomfort with Tom's involvement. In 2012, without warning, Katie filed for divorce, and the way she did it shocked everyone. She had secretly planned her escape, keeping everything from Tom until the last possible moment. The secret divorce that shook Hollywood. Katie Holmes' decision to divorce Tom Cruise was as dramatic as it was unexpected. Without giving any warning, Katie took legal steps to protect her daughter and herself. She moved quickly, secretly filing for divorce and securing sole custody of Suri. In just 11 days, their marriage was over, leaving Tom blindsided and speechless. This wasn't just a divorce, it was a carefully executed escape. The world watched as Tom's carefully curated image crumbled once again, and the man who had once seemed invincible found himself facing another profound loss. For the second time, Tom had lost a family, and it was a loss that would affect him more deeply than anyone could have anticipated. The resilience of Tom Cruise. In the aftermath of his divorce from Katie Holmes, many expected Tom Cruise's career to falter. His public image had been tarnished by scandal and controversy, and the media seemed to have turned on him. But rather than fading away, Tom rose again. His determination to continue working, to reinvent himself, and to push the boundaries of what he could do on screen was stronger than ever. Despite the heartbreak, the public criticism, and the scrutiny of his personal life, Tom Cruise proved that he was not a man who could be easily broken. His ability to reinvent himself in the face of adversity is what makes him one of Hollywood's most resilient and enduring stars. The man who had faced so much fear, loss, and controversy now stands as a testament to the power of perseverance, constantly proving that no matter the obstacle, he will always rise again.